All right, we're going to go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Retro and Rare podcast episode for a Mamba Monday. Once again, we're doing Mamba Monday. It'll probably be the last Mamba Monday. The memorial for Kobe today. And it's 224. GG number, Kobe number. I watched some of it. I was getting depressed instantly. I had to shut it down.
What about MJ?
I saw it. It was extremely fucking sad, bro. I had a whole fucking week of sadness with that. Rest in peace to the people that were lost. God bless the dead. We got to move on. I can't harp on that. It's horrible. Listening to his wife talk, oh my God, forget it.
But you got to remember the guy.
I do remember the guy. I put his fucking sneakers in the middle of my living room on a fucking shrine in there to remember him. I love the guy. It's great, but depression, bro. You got to be careful. That shit is, you can't listen to sad shit like that all the time. It's just bad. And it's not, just when we were tailing off.
But that's like the funeral type shit.
I know, man. I don't need to watch 4 hours wall-to-wall coverage of it. I'm good. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. We did a Mamba Monday again. Once again, the universe letting me get away with the M's. I don't know how it's going to come up next week, but yeah. So on a lighter, news, we hit 500 subs. Boom, giveaway time. Motherfuckers. I appreciate it. We definitely had a huge spike in subs in the last week or two. It's been kind of crazy. I think the channel's finally starting to catch on. So I appreciate the people that show love. We're getting more DMs. People are excited. I like it. So we're going to announce the winner on Monday, March 2nd. That means, Doyle, you got a lot of work to do. You got a lot of fucking work to do.
Why?
You're going to hand input all 600 names into the random generator, and we're going to pick 2 winners.
I thought we were going to rig it and pick Jimmy from Ohio.
Well, Jimmy from Ohio can still win. But if Jimmy from Ohio wins, listen, I don't care if it's a troll scumbag that just subbed to me in order to get, the free Genesis Mini or PlayStation Mini. That's great. Cool. That's the way the universe works. I don't control it. The number generator, Jimmy from Ohio. Cool. So, yeah, we're gonna give the PlayStation Classic away and the Genesis Mini away. So that's gonna be in Monday's show. We're gonna cut away to a scene of us doing the number generator, and you'll get you'll see your name. You're gonna have to DM me on Instagram. We're gonna have to figure that out because I don't know how that person's gonna contact me if they don't have Instagram. I assume they do. So these are all details that I work out on the fly because I don't give a fuck. You understand? We're going to dive into a lot of topics today. You guys sent in more suggestions than ever before, right? I mean, dude, there's a lot there. We're not going to get into all that. So all right, so this past weekend, I watched the Tyson Fury fight, Deontay Wilder. I'm really upset at myself, though. I knew I should have put money on the fight. I told everyone else my predictions, money, this and that. I saw that Brennan Shaw put $4,000 on Wilder and lost it. Yeah. He put $4,000 in to win 4,800. I'm like, all right, you're not going to win. But anyway, great fight. Tyson Fury did what I thought he was going to do. I never thought he was going to knock out Wilder. But it was legit. I was excited for it. Had some problems with streaming again. I'm not paying $80 for the fight. I don't give a fuck. Call me cheap, call me what you want. I'm not that big of a fan. I love boxing. It's not worth it. I'm still confused why it's on ESPN Plus, but you still pay $80 if you pay a subscription fee. That's weird to me. But anyway, it was kind of crazy trying to get it, but I got it. You go on Twitch and try to watch a fight. You ever done that? It's crazy. Like, they shut it down. People, change title. Because if you have, Fury versus Wilder, the admins are going to shut it off. I got it. I eventually watched it. It was
on Twitch?
Yeah, I think it was on. Yeah, I watched it on Twitch. And, yeah, there was some fuckery. It was stupid. I'm laying in bed fucking rolling through my phone, having to exit out of different people's profiles because it was streaming and then it gets locked up and then it says it's banned. Whatever. It's more trouble than it's worth. It's probably easier just to order the fight. I don't care enough to spend $80 on a fight. I just don't.
You said that was the biggest fight of the century, though.
I know that, but bro, it's still not enough for me to spend $80 to watch. I mean, look at that. It was fucking 7 rounds. It was anticlimactic. I mean, Wilder got fucked up. He got hit behind the ear and it made his equilibrium fucked up. So then from there, it was over. I saw that happen in the 3rd round. And I'm like, even from far away, I'm like, yo, his ear looks red as shit. I thought it was just the skin tone of his ear. And then once, I saw a camera close up, I'm like, he's bleeding out of his ear. Like, people didn't want to say anything, but I'm like, yo, that could be brain damage, bro. That's not just like, oh, you cut your ear. That means your brain is leaking. Like, I don't know, whatever. So he got his ass kicked. It is what it is, and now Tyson Fury's the man like he was before, and we move on. World champion. Tried watching the XFL again. I don't give a fuck.
Oh.
I think I'm out of the XFL. I got excited. It's an alternative. It's not good. It's, first of all, not a good background game to have on because the audio is terrible. Every 2 seconds, they're going to the players on the sideline. They are horribly coached on what to say. It's just stupid. It's chaotic, and I don't know. I was in at first. I'm out now. I'm out. I'll give it another chance, but I can't latch on. I tried. Trying to think. Is there any
I
other?
think the Orlando Predators was there, right? Or they took him out.
What do you mean?
I thought that was one of the teams.
Orlando Predators.
Yeah.
That's arena football from years ago.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, it's not the same shit?
It's not arena football, bro. It's a completely different thing you're talking about. Once again. Anyway, there's no other good sports stuff. I'm not sure why every episode, the last like 4 episodes, we've now just started with a sports report. You know, people are like, yo, this is supposed to be a gaming podcast, bro. Talk more about video games. All right, bro. Give me a topic about video games.
All right, so let's see here. We got PSP or PS Vita?
2 completely different systems. You know, the PS Vita, people try to hate on it, but meanwhile, it's really the last great handheld to come out, in my opinion. And I mean that definitively. I don't mean that in the last 5 years, 3 years. I mean, it's the last great handheld that's come out. After the Vita, there hasn't been any good handhelds. The problem with the Vita, we all said, is the game library, right? No one's complained about the hardware, battery life, performance. It's the game library. I'm not sure why Sony didn't produce more games for it. I don't know what happened. Were the sales not good? Because I thought they were.
Yeah, but I'd rather play games on my phone, man.
You can't play those games on your phone. You can't play Killzone from the Vita on your phone. You can't play Sons of Liberty, HD Collection, Metal Gear Solid on your phone. The bullshit games you play, like the stupid Nintendo, like you get excited that your Switch played Super Metroid, that you can play on your phone.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, but that you can play on your phone. You don't need a giant jalopy, big, stupid system to play a 16-bit game. The Vita was like, you know, the PSP was like a portable PlayStation, right? That was the thing. Then the Vita was like a portable PS3, essentially.
PS Vita has some good games.
Well, that's what we're talking about, idiot. You just said, well, you're contradicting yourself already.
What do you mean?
You were just shitting on the Vita.
No, I said the PSP.
Oh, you said the Vita, I thought.
Oh, my bad.
Well, the PSP had great games. Now, if you took that same library and just moved it over to the Vita, wouldn't the Vita be incredible? Like, what's the only reason you don't like the Vita? There's not enough games to choose from, right? Unless you're into JRPGs, the conversation always goes that way. Now, I'm not into JRPGs, but I have about, 15, 20 of what I consider the best Vita games you can get. I still think the OLED screen is the best screen on a handheld. I still think the battery life's incredible. And I like the remote play. I like how they updated it. But yeah, the PSP was a better handheld because of the library. Because hardware means nothing without the library behind it. So, all right, next topic.
All right, we got the Resident Evil. List the best to worst.
The best to worst? I don't know. I get caught up. I always say 4 is my favorite. Then I say, no way, Nemesis is. Then I'm like, damn, but I love 2. And they always just go, look, Resident Evil Survivor sucks. Resident Evil Gaiden is not a good Resident Evil on fucking Game Boy Advance.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, but it's not a good game comparison to the other Resident Evils. You like it because it's rare and obscure and it's a handheld. Yeah, but that doesn't make it a good game, Doyle.
That's a hidden gem.
No. It's not a hidden gem. It's called, if it wasn't called Resident Evil, you wouldn't give a fuck. It's not that great of a game, but it's not supposed to be. It's a fucking Game Boy Advance game. Like, there's only so much you can do with that. So, I would say, were you into like Resident Evil 0 and like Code Veronica, like all that shit? I mean, whatever. Look, at the end of the day, I liked Resident Evil 7. People hated Resident Evil 7. I thought it was great. I don't know. I think people get too finicky and put their favorite games in a box and won't let them kind of explore different avenues. Now, it is dangerous, though. Games like Resident Evil Survivor, they tried a different way of making it. No. Just stick to the fucking roots of the game. Fucking the storyline is good enough. Just, Resident Evil 4, though, is like, that's why I'm like, it came to like the pinnacle to me. 5 and 6 were cool. Then I thought 7 was good. It was different, but something about Resident Evil Nemesis, man. 3. That's my shit.
You got it, right?
What?
Yeah, the pre-order unlocked.
Yeah, once again, not that excited. We had that conversation the other night. Who cares, bro? You're more excited to get something like that because you know that the resell is more and you want to be like, but I got it. What, because it comes with the Jill statue? It's a hollow piece of PVC plastic.
Well, my shit came with other things like the map.
Yeah, but Doyle...
soundtrack.
Yeah, all that shit that you didn't do anything with, you tucked away. You don't do anything with that shit.
Well, it's just better than the case in the game.
For $200+. Yeah, I mean, it's not free. Yeah, if it was $60, whatever, but...
It's limited, though.
Listen, I hate to contradict myself, and I hate to get caught up in, like, I'm a hater and this and that. Listen, if I don't deem it to be cool, it's not cool. I'm sorry. If I don't think something's cool, I'm not going to sit here and placate to you to make you feel better about something you think is cool. It's overhyped. It's overrated, bro. The statue that came, the Leon statue, it's cool. It's fucking this big and it's PVC hollow plastic. It's not a sideshow collectibles piece of art. Just say it's cool. I mean, I don't know.
God, you gotta be a negative Nancy. What the fuck?
I'm not negative Nancy. I'm realistic Ronnie.
Oh my God.
I'm realistic Ronnie, and I'm telling you that you're overhyping something. Look, I'm more excited for the fucking game. I don't care about the collector's edition. I got it because it was, one, because I got caught up in the hype. Yeah, you like it. You smile because you like when I get caught up in the hype. You like when something gets released and you're like, oh shit, just pre-order, fuck it, because I have FOMO bad. Fear of missing out, I have it bad, and I admit it. It's an extremely bad personality flaw of mine. I am compulsive when I buy certain things because I feel like I'm going to miss out on it. And I feel like if you're in the moment and you don't buy it and then down the line you're pissed because you didn't get it, then either you're pissed because you didn't get it or you got to pay resale value, which I hate. So what do? What do you do in those situations? Something goes up that you think you really want. You're not 1,000%, but now you're in a position to go either buy it right now or you don't have it.
I usually buy it.
I know. We all do. Collectors do. Gamers especially. So anyway, I pre-ordered the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis Collector's Edition. Great. I got it on Xbox and I got it on PlayStation. Well, because I've been fucked over on pre-orders before, so I don't trust it. And it wouldn't let me order 2 from PlayStation, so... Great, I'll get it. I'll have the statue. It's cool. I'm more excited for the fucking game, though, bro. I want to play the game. I want to play a remastered version of that game.
So why didn't you just get the game in the game, the case?
I got caught up in hype. And I'm telling you now that I'm pissed, but I won't cancel my pre-order either. Like, I'm telling you now that it was impulsive and I shouldn't have done it, but I'm just like, fuck it. Just fuck it. Once it's done, it's done. This is the way I look at shit. So the game itself is going to be great. It got me thinking about a lot of remasters or remakes that I'd like to see. And somebody mentioned the other day or just yesterday on my I forgot what game I put up. What was I playing that I wanted a remaster from? I forget. But I put up a game and people are like, "No, don't remaster it. Leave the classics alone." And I'm like, "Why would you do that? Who cares? You still have the classic and then plus they're making a better version of it." Like, some people get mad that they make remasters because they think it's a money grab. It's like, so all these Resident Evils are just a money grab, or did they actually make a real remaster? Or a remake? I always get caught up. It's a remake. A remaster is like, they put little touches. A remake is they go ground up.
So people at home like that?
Yeah, there are some people that just think, see, there's this whole culture in gaming that the developers and all these people, they're bad people and they're against us because they're out to make money and they just need us for money. They don't really care about the culture, which isn't true because there are plenty of great games that come out and that doesn't happen on accident. I don't like this idea it's us versus the developers. It's us versus them with the DLC. Oh, they're just trying to get more money out of us. Of course they are. If you want to play a game and you want to get more characters or skins or cars, or you got to pay for it. You think because you paid $60 you just get free content forever? Don't work that way. It don't work that way. I'm a proponent of DLC. I'm a proponent of loot boxes. Why not?
I don't like what they're doing with the Final Fantasy VII remake, though. That's bullshit.
Why?
Because they're releasing it in pieces or whatever. The fuck is that? We waited how long? And they didn't do that to Shenmue 3.
Well, maybe there's more involved in it. Maybe there is. I mean, I don't know. So what you would say is, you think Square Enix and the developers and all these people specifically went out of their way to say, we know we can put this on a $60 thing, but fuck it. Why would we do that when we can make 200 off 4 different parts or whatever it is?
Exactly.
And you think that they either think we're stupid as people and we're not gonna see that and we're just gonna pay it and move on, or they're just so evil it doesn't matter either way.
Like, it's understandable, like, if you don't know what you're doing, but you know what you're doing. It's a remake. Why would you like
the
take
remake's
so long?
probably a million times the size. I mean, it obviously takes this much longer to make the game. You do realize that Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation was how many discs?
It was like 3, right?
Yeah, it was 3. But I'm saying, like, and I get it. We've come a long way from the memory that's on a disc from them, and I get it. But I'm saying, if it was that big back then and they're going grand scale and redoing it, maybe they need a multiple part thing.
I'm gonna go Jack Torrance on them.
Yeah. I haven't really read into how many parts they're going to be, but you're right. It's multiple. And I think they've said that for a while.
So you're with that? You're like, it's okay?
No, I'm saying I would prefer, I agree. I'd prefer to buy Final Fantasy and then go, okay, I'm paying $60 and I get the game and I'm done. Okay? And we're good. But I also understand, fuck it. What if it's really epic, bro? What if it's like legit? And I'm not a cliffhanger guy, and we know how the game ends because it's been out for 25 years, whatever. But I'm in between because I do understand where you're coming from. And I'm not trying to say, like, I don't give a fuck, I'll just pay what it is. Because, you know, as time progressed, especially with new shit, that's why I'm getting bitchy about Resident Evil. I threw too much money away on the new gen stuff, and I don't see any ROI. Do you know what ROI is, Doyle? Think of return on investment.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Bud Fox shit. So there's no return on investment. You play a game, and then what do? Trade it into GameStop for $4 and whatever. So I understand what you're saying. I don't mind it. Or my other version of it is, what am I going to do about it? Call up Jimmy at Square Enix. Yeah, how you doing? This is Mikey. I'm going to need that Final Fantasy VII in one part. I'm going to break your fucking kneecaps.
I DM'd them.
What'd he say?
Corporate letter. They left me at scene.
They ex-girlfriend you. Yeah. That's just the way it is, bro. Sometimes you get left on scene and there's nothing you can do. But you know what? Don't give up, man. Don't fucking give up, Doyle. All right, motherfuckers, you know what time it is. It's time for item of the day. Today's item: Capone and Noriega, the War Report. Dope-ass jacket from my good friends over at Chalkline. Now, Doyle, you'll get some B-roll footage as always. Sounds crispy. I love that fucking jacket. I love that fucking album. Shout out to Chalkline. Shout out to all the good people over at Chalkline. Our relationship is getting ever stronger. One day they're going to be a full sponsor of this show, whether they like it or not. But Chalkline, great people. They've been good to me. They've been around since fucking A. Just our relationship with that company. They've sent me so many things. They are great people. This jacket is incredible. They immediately sent one over. And when I got it today, I was like, why is it red? I was opening it and I saw just the red. And I'm like, I don't remember the red part. And then I was like, oh, okay. It's Capone and Noriega. One of my favorite albums of all time, The War Report. If you're a New Yorker or just a huge hip-hop fan in general, you know how epic, how important, monumental this album is. I mean, I play tracks on it fucking like it's brand new. I mean, every week I'm playing War Report. That influenced a lot of motherfuckers right there. So shout out to them. Great jacket. They got some new shit coming that I'm not even supposed to talk about that I know is coming down the pipeline. And Chalkline's taking over for the 2020 mother suckers. Now give me another topic.
All right, so we got Griselda's.
Oh my God. We're going to talk what? The Drake thing, the Benny and the Drake. People hitting me up like fucking... I don't know how I became like the spokesperson. I guess because I play Griselda a lot on my story and people like whatever. I'm not ashamed of it. I love Griselda. They're my favorite. Benny, Conway, Westside Gun, Ford. I mean, all these... Nobody is touching the culture like they have this in the last 5 years.
But you haven't even heard the track.
Right. So, well, let's tell the people what we're talking about here, Doyle, so they have some context. Drake. Now, remember on Christmas, I remember this. Christmas, went to the family's house, had a great time. Driving home from Christmas, it's like an hour and a half drive. I'm in the car, I'm on the parkway, I'm fucking cruising home. Boom, phone lights up and whatever. I check like my Instagram. And then on the story, I see someone's story and it's a conversation of Drake mentioning Griselda and how he fucks with them and he loves them and they're the real rap shit and this and that. And he said something about Benny the Butcher and that he would love to do a track with Benny and this and that. So Benny reposted that and I have a problem with it. I don't like somebody or a crew like Griselda fucking with Drake. Some people will say, well, what's the problem, bro? Well, they represent two completely different things. One of the things that Griselda represents is a certain street life, a certain code of ethics, and then in the rap shit, it's like we don't fuck with industry cats, but it seems like, well, fuck it, Drake's the biggest pop artist in the world, why not attach ourselves to him, get all those fans? So that's the justification from the Griselda fans. Some of them are like, nah, bro, this is a good thing. I don't understand. Yeah, we don't like Drake either, but fuck it, we're just gonna use him. Okay, I didn't mind. No. I didn't mind that as promotion for what Drake was speaking highly of them. I said, okay, I'll give you that. Do not come to me and tell me they're doing music together, though. Fast forward a few months later, Benny puts out a tweet that says, sent Drake a record, can't wait to get it back. I don't like it. Why should I like that? Drake is a cornball pop star, and that's great. You stay over there. Real hip-hop shit over here. Yeah, but Drake can rap, bro. You ever listen to Drake? He says real shit. He touches my emotions, man. That's cool. That's cool. You're sitting in front of your ex-girlfriend's house crying, listening to Drake. That's awesome. What the fuck could Drake possibly add to a Griselda song in a positive manner? He don't rap better than any of those motherfuckers. He didn't live the life any of those motherfuckers lived. And I'm not saying you have to be a drug dealer to be a good rapper. But Drake plays both sides of the fence too much. Just too much. Can Drake make a hit record? Absolutely. But how could you be Mr. R&B, Mr. just corny as corny can be, but it's okay for you to play that side of the fence? I'm just confused here about how this works with Griselda. Now, you're a Drake fan. You tell me, Doyle. You tell me. Tell me how this works.
Well, we haven't even heard the track. He probably can hold his own, you know?
Drake can rap. I never said Drake can't rap. I never said that. He doesn't write all his lyrics all the time. I don't care if it was once. I don't care if it was 1,000 times. The number one thing is you write your own shit in hip-hop. Now, in the pop star lifestyle, that's not a thing. You hire writers. Cool, I'll even give you that. Let's say the beat's dope, which it will be. I'm sure it will be. Drake's verse isn't horrible, right? Which I don't think it will be. I never said Drake's the worst rapper. I don't like what he represents. There are plenty of people that can rap, but hip-hop is not about that. Hip-hop is about the person. It's about who you are, what you do, what you represent. Do people fuck with you for real? Or are you just an industry guy where you're nice to people in a certain light, but you don't care about them really? Industry is full of fake shit. I gravitated to Griselda because they were more on the outside, the outskirts. But they're so popular now that they're starting to get attention from the industry cats. My opinion? I would say, Drake, we respect you, cool, bro. We're not going to be doing music together, though, bro. But no, That's
like laying down $10 million there.
Right. So then we get into the argument, where does art and money compromise? Where is that line? Me, I don't compromise.
There is no line. You get monies.
Mm-hmm. So money is the most important. And that's the problem with me. That's why I like that underground lifestyle, because then you don't have to comply to anybody. But we are in a world now, luckily, as an artist, as a content creator, not that we're Joe Rogan and we have 1 million subscribers, but I don't have to listen to anybody. Like I put up topic suggestions, right? Okay. I don't have to listen to them, but if someone's paying me $5 million, I got to listen to the topic suggestions. I better talk about fucking Campbell's Chunky Soup or some shit. I just feel like this Drake and Griselda thing I don't like it. Now, but I really don't like that the fans of Griselda are willing to go, it's all right, man, just let him do his thing. I'm never going to listen to it, though. Oh, so, but it's okay to go play with the enemy. I know it's a little harsh and I'm over. It's okay to go fuck with them. As long as you don't listen to the track, you're going to act like it didn't happen. To me, it's a couple points off for Griselda. You think Benny, Conway, or Westside really give a flying fuck what I think? Absolutely not. They don't care. But I'll tell you what, I'm never going to shy away from my opinion. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't fuck with Drake. I don't like him. I don't like what he represents. I don't like his fans. I don't like how his fans overrate him. So he's the face of this generation of music, and I don't fuck with this generation of music. So he's the number one guy I'm going to go to. Make your pop music. Make your shit with, your little corny commercials, and cool. You're worth $200 million. You got a $60 million mansion. Awesome. I don't fuck with you. Next topic.
All right, so we got top eBay snipes.
Yo, lately eBay's been hitting, bro. I just got 2 more hats, a new Carnage hat and a Dr. Doom hat. Now, these are both 1993 Marvel hats. They're both dead stock. They have their tags from, from Target. They're different animations, though. I've never seen these animations. I've never seen this style. So you'll see them when they come in. In my opinion, I got them for stupid cheap. So, including, I got this hoodie for dumb cheap. We talked about that last time. And we'll see when it comes in. But lately, I've been getting away with the one bid snipes.
That Carnage hat looked like the Punisher hat you had before.
No, not even close.
No? Not the same shit?
No. The Punisher hat had Punisher here, Punisher on the side, Punisher on the back. These hats only have Carnage on front, Dr. Doom on front, and that's it. I don't know. All I know is it's from 1993 and it's dead stock and it's clean as fuck. So
official?
Yeah. Now those hats are made by American Needle. The other hats are made by, I think they're called Amco. So I don't know 100%, but I'm excited for it. For $40 a piece, that's what I paid, ladies and gentlemen. $40 a piece. If I ever wanted to resell them, I'd probably get that money back like it's nothing, or just to keep their dope. So every once in a while, I get on my eBay kick, and then for months I don't go on eBay. But lately, I've been finding these little things because, like, that guy's stuff was, I always go to someone's page whenever I think I'm getting a good deal on something, just to be sure. I'm like, what else do they sell? Because if it's a video game and it's really cheap, I'm like, but if he sells all video games, either he's just stupid or something's going on here, because he should know the price. This guy who I bought the hats from, god damn it, keep hitting this thing. He had a bunch of random shit. You could tell he just goes thrifting. He had everything from tools to kitchen stuff to random shit. And then he had these 2 Marvel hats. So fuck it. Hopefully it turns out, and it's shipping is fast and free. I love when it says that. Fast and free. All right, next topic.
It comes from a pet-free home?
No. Even though you make your buying decisions based on whether it comes from a pet-free, smoke-free environment.
Yeah. All right, that Venom 2 movie.
Have you heard anything? I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything to speak on it. Like new news. There's something come out.
Tom Hardy had a pic of your boy.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, playing as Carnage, and he looked pretty dope. And then they take him out.
So no more Woody Harrelson.
No. Like Tom Hardy deleted the Instagram post. So they're keeping it a secret because it's in the making.
Whatever. I mean, Woody Harrelson's the
official,
fucking man. No, I know, but you know me. I said I wanted a 2-hour Carnage movie.
So you're good on Woody with Carnage?
Of course. Who else is gonna play Carnage? Who the fuck cares anyway? I mean, it's just a fucking.
No, that shit's gonna be dope.
I'll believe it when I see it, bro.
You're hating on Carnage?
Well, yeah, more than anything, because that's near and dear to my heart. It's like people with the Metal Gear movie. What do you want me to take that lightly? Like, man, you motherfucker, I gotta be honest. You motherfuckers, like, it seems like a lot of people come
like
at
the Russian critic without even having.
I know, but motherfuckers come at me like I'm too critical as shit. I'm passionate about it. What do you expect me to do? I like Metal Gear Solid, I like Carnage, and I like Gran Turismo. When it comes to those 3 things, and you ain't coming the right way with it, I'm gonna be critical of it. I have fucking passion. Is that a problem?
But you're hating before it even comes out.
No, I'm being critical. I want to make sure that this shit is done the right way, but that's why I don't fuck with movies. This happens. It's the same cycle. We get all this hype, all this shit, and then it comes out and it's okay, and then we never talk about it again. I mean, it's going to be the same thing. Does anyone talk about the Venom movie that came out? In, what was it, 2018, whatever it was? Nobody talks about that. No one cares. We live in a culture. Everything is microwavable, bro. You throw it in, you heat it up, and then you get rid of it. It's stupid. I mean, we don't have any longevity because we're inundated with way too much information. We don't even have time to, enjoy shit. Like, you know what? The other night, I'm going to break this mic today. I'm hitting this mic really. I'm going to fucking body slam it. I've been going through old PlayStation games, PS4 games, I'm saying, and going Red Dead Redemption, Spider-Man, like certain titles that I'm like, nobody talks about them anymore. They're just gone by the wind. Nobody cares. These games took years to make, and just no one cares. And I just feel bad about it. I don't know. I feel weird. I feel guilty. I feel like, why do we live in this culture where everyone just plays things for a week and then it doesn't matter? Unless you're 10 and you play Fortnite. But those games are free, and that's why they're successful. You know, I've been watching a lot of like gamer gossip drama news on YouTube. I don't know how I got caught into it.
What do you mean?
Like all these random YouTubers that do gaming reviews and stuff, and then they all have little beefs with each other, and they talk shit, and then they make like react videos. I'm like, you guys are corny. And you're like, you're not a real gamer. You don't play the games.
Yeah, can we get into that?
No, they don't want it from me. See that? And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'll be very honest with you. I know at some point the channel's going to grow enough where we're going to have some little trolls take clips and then they're going to try to make me say things that I don't think, like, I don't really believe, or out of context, or try to hate on me. But I'm the last person you want to do that to. Not even on threatening shit. It's just like, bro, you got nothing on me, bro. What are you going to say about me? I don't like video games. What are you talking about? Like, I've been there, done that. So
The Switch?
The Switch, yeah. That would be fine. If you want to come at me for the Switch. They were criticizing that one chick that collects all that Switch shit. I don't even know her name. I don't know any of their names. Remember that one chick we watched that time? She's got every Switch game and all that. Like,
they went at her?
She obviously has a fucking sickness. Yeah. And that's another thing. A lot of these people are sick in the head and they don't realize. They get consumed by the life. I mean, I'm sick in the head anyway, but I've been this sick way before YouTube and Instagram. Yeah, that's just the way it goes. We got time for another topic?
But you're not like going into that?
What, the teenage girl gossip world of gaming? Absolutely not. I'm a grown fucking man. Okay?
All right, so this one kind of links up. Do you watch any YouTube game channels? If so, for example, Game Changers?
No, Chasers, Doyle.
Right.
You never read those fucking topics the right way. You never do. Game Chasers I got out of years ago. It just wore on me, and I was like, I'm good. I don't really care. I used to watch Metal Jesus. Don't really care. And, you know, for some of the criticisms I was watching on some of these channels, some of them are accurate. A lot of these guys started a certain way. They got some success. Then they got a little bit greedy. Then they started making lackluster content, knowing that if they put out the content, they'll still get the views and the subscribers, and that equates to money. So it really becomes about the money, not the content. And then there you start getting into problems. And that's what certain YouTubers do, especially in gaming. And, you know, like, we're criticized a little bit for not putting out enough content, which I agree with, but we're just dealing with what we're dealing with now as far as scheduling, you getting here, doing the show. I'm not going to just sit in front of a camera and review Final Fantasy VII for the 50th time that you want me to do. Why don't you bring that up, Doyle?
What do you mean?
Our little fights we get into about content.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about the Game Boy today.
Right, so you think that the channel will be successful if I randomly speak about random games for an entire video.
Yeah,
Like, give the listeners an idea of what you think we should be doing.
We should go throughout the game room
Mhm.
and check out like different sections of the game room and kind of dissect it.
Now, do you not think on the first vlog we did that?
No.
We didn't.
No.
So we didn't.
Yeah, this is Carnage's. I like it, and we got the.
But that's
Tommy
not true at
Hilfiger
all.
Game
But
Boy.
Doyle, that's not true at all. I went through, like, Carnage specifically. I went through a bunch of
We
shit.
didn't go through all the Sega Saturn games. We have.
Yeah, but and if I'm wrong, guys, tell me. I want someone to tell me in the comments that you want to hear me go through my entire Saturn collection, which actually is not even that serious.
What about the PS2 collection?
Yeah, but like you can't just say that. You can't just say, let's go through the PS2 collection. Now, I brought up a good idea. The 5 games I think you need to know about.
Oh, well, your good ideas are always good ideas.
Of course they are. That's because they're my ideas. Why wouldn't they be good ideas if I made them up? Do you not think all your ideas are good ideas?
Yeah.
So then what did you just criticize me on?
You don't think my ideas are good ideas?
Because they're not. Because remember, I always said, Doyle, there's nothing wrong with this. You're more of the technical guy. I'm more of the creative guy. We need, it's a symbiotic relationship, Doyle. We need each other to exist. I am not a technical guy. You edit all the videos. This is your camera equipment. I'm the audio guy, but that's okay. I have background in that. But when it comes, if I left the creatives solely up to you, this would look like a Nickelodeon fucking show. It would just be horrible. All the structure, and not to say this show is the greatest show in the world, but I'm saying your ideas have been done a trillion times. We do not need to get caught up in that on YouTube.
I got Scorsese shots.
No, you don't, Doyle. You don't have anything. So we're going to work out new content for sure. But like I was saying, like the 5 games you need to know about. That's something we're going to do. We're going to go through each system. Dreamcast, PS2, all those systems. And I'm going to say, these are 5 games I think you should know about. I'm not saying they're underrated. I'm not saying they're the best. I'm not saying they're my favorite. I'm saying I think there are 5 games you should know about. So keep a lookout for that and keep a lookout for more vlogs. I know people like the vlog. So we're definitely doing that. So
are we?
Well, we are. We have to get out and do it, but I mean, that's up to you. I need you to do that. I can't go out by myself and do that. I can't strap a GoPro to my chest and walk around a thrift store. It's not
the new lapel mic.
Yeah, you got a new mic and that's great, but we have to actually get out there and go thrifting. But that requires you getting here in the morning and that's not going to happen. So eventually you'll do it, but until then I'm done stressing out over it. Yeah. So when you decide to do the right thing, Doyle, the channel will grow. Until then, we're on the hamster wheel. All right, motherfuckers. Round three. Doyle, give me another topic.
So we got thoughts on third-party systems.
Well, generally my thoughts are that I don't fuck with them. I will say shout out to the good people at Retrobit. Lately, or I should say recently, I got a large package in the mail, which at first I was kind of scared about because my doorbell rang one day and go to the door and I grabbed this giant box. I mean, it was big and it was heavy. And I'm like, I didn't buy anything on eBay. I haven't bought anything like legit. And then I'm looking at all the packaging slips. It's all like neatly typed up and perfect labels. I'm like, this isn't from like random eBay thing or something. And I cut it open and it was a care package from the good people at Retrobit. And they sent me essentially one of all the products that they offer, their new line of controllers, the wireless Saturn controllers, the Hori style N64 controllers. And then I got this thing, which is their Super Retro Trio 3 Plus, I believe it's called, which plays NES, Genesis, and Super Nintendo carts via HDMI out, powered by micro USB, which I like. And then it's got the ports in the front that have all the controllers where you can plug them in. And, my thoughts are third-party quality is not great. It never really has been. There's been a couple of third-party things throughout the years that are decent. But when it comes to these systems, I'm really not that fond of them, I will say. This one is a little better. It came with the Joe and Mac SNES cart, which was a custom cart from them. It's a nice packaging. It looks cool. And I tested it out, and it works good. It does its job. I wouldn't say it's up to par with like an analog NT system, but those are $500. This is like $80. For somebody who's a casual gamer that doesn't want 3 different systems cluttering up their TV space, it's good to have something simple with HDMI.
Yeah, that's how you began, right?
Well, I didn't begin that way, but it got me back into collecting when I bought the Retron 3 all those years ago because I was just looking to play some of my old carts without going to the attic and getting my NES and stuff. And it was okay, but the quality was horrible. The thing would the cartridges would get stuck in it. It would look like shit. It was composite only. And, this is HDMI out, but it's just passing the signal. It's not up converting. It doesn't look that much better. It's, but it's cool. It's cool to have. It's cool to have as a backup. It's cool to have as an alternative. Maybe throw it into the living room. But if I'm going to play my old school shit, it's going to be on a CRT and it's going to be with original hardware. It's just the way I feel. Now, the controllers, however, are really good because they're using essentially the exact same parts. Now, I'm sure they're a little different because they're years later, but the patent from Sega, like the Saturn wireless controller is amazing. That shit works just like the Saturn controller. It's got a wireless dongle that you charge via micro USB. I'm not sure about the battery life. I only did 20 minutes of gaming on it. But as far as I'm concerned, that shit was perfect. There's no latency. A lot of people think there's a delay. I didn't experience a delay. Played a couple Street Fighter games. Played what was the other game I played on it on Saturn? NHL hockey. Played like live. What was it called? I don't even remember the name. It was EA Sports game. NHL Live. Trying to think of what else. Oh, the N64 controllers. So they're in the shape of the Hori. They're cool. The only problem is the D-pad is in the middle. It's fucked up. So GoldenEye first-person shooters, amazing. They work great. When you got to use that D-pad, if you're playing WCW, NWO, Revenge, it's literally within millimeters of the AB button.
That's how it is, though.
It's not like that on the Hori. The Hori controller, it's to the left. It's about 1.5 inches to the left. It is not directly in the middle. It's either that or the Hori controller is physically larger, because I don't have that problem with that. Anyway, I do think it's better than the original 64 controller, though, having the analog stick in the middle. So, first-person shooter's worth it. The other thing I would say is you have to be a moderately sized human being like I am. If you're a big dude with giant hands, or you're a linebacker kind of chick with giant hands, I don't know, you're not going to like that controller. I'm small, so I'm good. Like, it's just it's perfect. If you're a big dude, you're not going to like it. So, disclaimer on that. What was the other ones they sent? 6-button wireless Genesis controller. That was nice. I really like that a lot.
It has a nice design.
Well, it's the original design, but you know what? I really like the buttons. Everything feels really, really, really well. So, or really good, I should say. Anything else that they sent me? Oh, you know what I liked is they sent me 2 of those 64 controllers, but one of them's USB, so it works on PC. The other cool thing is they sent me another wireless adapter that allows you to play. Okay, let me get this right. It allows you to use your PS4, Xbox One, or even your fucking Switch Pro controller on like a Genesis, because it has a Genesis plug-in wireless and then it's Bluetooth paired. So on the OG hardware, you can use a new controller. My opinion, I don't understand why you would do that, but if you want a wireless alternative, that dongle is separate, but it will work. So overall, I would say third party is never really as good as first party, but Retrobit does make some quality products, and I do appreciate them sending me out some stuff. Next topic.
All right, so we got arcade sticks that are worth it and not worth it.
Well, arcade sticks, you can get into trouble, because arcade sticks can range anywhere from $80, $60 on the cheap side to $500, $600, $700 if you want to get nuts. I'm a big proponent of fight sticks. I'm a big fight game guy. As far as I'm concerned, playing with a controller, once you've used a good fight stick, it's just, you can't do it. It's the same idea what I say with Gran Turismo. Once you play with a decent wheel, I can't use a controller to play anymore. So a good fight stick, I would say, like that, the Hori Hayabusa, the RAP, that's a good stick. It's about $150, $200 though. Good for PS4. It really depends how serious you are, but I say if you're serious into fighters, it's going to cost you, a couple $100. I have the Mamba Dragon, which is expensive, but to me, once again, if you want the best kind of feel, to me, now it's a personalization thing. Some people like a smaller one, some people like the larger one, some people customize the buttons. I don't know if you want Sanwa buttons and all that shit. There are people that are way more into fight sticks than I am that can get really nerdy and technical. In my opinion, you got to try them out. You got to just try them out. I would say buying a used stick is a good idea for the price decrease, but you also got to be careful if people beat the shit out of them. If the stick is really loose, if you got to replace parts, sometimes it's worth just buying a brand new one. Speaking of which, I am excited about the Street Fighter is coming out again. Street Fighter 5, they're re-releasing it, the Championship Edition or whatever, with all the characters. And I feel like that game came and went. And I know in certain circles, competitively, people went nuts for it and then it died out. But I think this is going to revive it. It seems like a lot of people are willing to pay, I think it's $30 or $40 for a game that's been out for a few years, but you get all the characters. And I think there might be a couple of new additions, maybe some new physics changes or something. I don't know. Sounds exciting to me. I'm looking forward to it. So fight sticks are something that I have one for every system, and even the GameCube, like the Soul Calibur 2 one. Like, I don't even play fighters on the GameCube, really. I have like Capcom vs. SNK. I have Soul Calibur, and I'm trying to think of another good fighter I use the stick on. But anyway, do some research. YouTube is a good thing for that if you want to look at specific models and see them in use. I did that a lot with the Mamba Dragon before I bought it. Next topic. I'm out of Red Bull.
We got the arcade stick.
Yeah, it's great. Nobody cares.
All right, so we got new setup in the living room, right?
Oh, the kitchen. The kitchen setup is back in effect. We did the Dreamcast setup. We were going to do that on YouTube, but it got fucked up. We were going to show how we set it all up and stuff. Not that it's rocket science, but just to show you guys how sick in the head I am with shit. But anyway, My Dreamcast and all the accessories are in the kitchen. 46-inch Sony Bravia hooked up Dreamcast via VGA connection, which looks incredible. And we got the Dreamcast fight stick out there. We got the fishing rod out there. What I really enjoyed was playing Quake 3 Arena and Unreal Championship with the mouse and keyboard. The official Dreamcast mouse and keyboard. That's one of my favorite things to do. You know what I forgot? Got to find my mouse pad. The mouse is so old that it has the mouse ball. It has a legit mouse ball. I forgot. I opened that from new. That was a sealed Dreamcast mouse. So, man, you remember the mouse ball from back in the day? I once got suspended in school. Remember we talked about my out-school suspension for doing Stone Cold Stunner to the kid last time. I got in-school suspension in middle school because I pegged a kid in the back of the head with the mouse ball. You ever taken a mouse ball out and felt how heavy they are? It just felt like this is great for pegging someone in the head. So I pegged a homeboy in the head, and then I got in-school suspension, and then they send you to this room where you have to spend a week of school, and every period you have to spend in that room. But all I did was graffiti up the desks, and then I got moved out of that room to the library, and then I would just spend the whole day hollering at chicks. It was great. That was
Librarian chicks?
No, just the chicks that would come in the library from different periods, and it was great. It reminded me of the Biggie line, like, my game just for wine, your flight lands at 9. Because the girls would come in, the bell would ring, all right, girl, you hit me up, you know what I'm saying? Next girl would come in. It was just great. I just got to holler at chicks all day, so.
Like Breakfast Club.
Oh, yeah. That library was very much like that. It wasn't as big. In Breakfast Club, that was a really big library. If you think about it.
He says, if I have to come here, I'm cracking skulls.
Yeah, I'm cracking skulls. When he does the point with the hand out. He said you 6 weeks you raided Barry Manilow's wardrobe. Remember he said that? Cracking skulls. Dude, that movie's in. Did I put you on to that one too? I think I did. Or did you see Breakfast Club?
No, that one you might have put me on to.
God damn it, Doyle. How did I mean, that is a great movie. And it never gets old. Breakfast Club seriously is one of the most iconic movies of all time. Bottom line. Because it really represents all the different walks of life, and it really did it pretty fucking accurately. And there was something cool about it. If you did a Breakfast Club nowadays, it would be weird. I'm not going to get into it because it would get political and people would get pissy at me. So we're not going to get into that. All right, another topic. What do we got?
All right, so we'll do Dreamcast spiking in prices.
Yeah, you've been hitting me up lately like you're a little stock market guy. Like I can tell, I could just envision you at home behind a screen late at night, smoking a cigarette, typing really fast, calling me. The prices are going crazy. What's going on? Now, why? Tell me why you think Dreamcast prices are going crazy right now.
Did you see the prices that I showed you? The trombone?
But that's not
like $300.
That's not Dreamcast. That's PlayStation 1.
Yeah. No, the other one, what was it? The Blazing
Lasers?
Yeah.
No, that's not. That's on TurboGrafx.
What was the game that I showed you?
I don't know.
Like, damn it, I should have bought it for $30.
Oh, Tech Romancer, was it? No, I forget what it was. Oh, Gigawing 2? God damn it. I don't. But anyway.
Bizarre's Adventure.
JoJo's Bizarre's Adventure. Yes, I could have got that game for like next to nothing a few years ago. Yeah. And what was it now? $150?
Yeah.
But I got in early on Project Justice, all the other fighting games. I do need JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Cannon Spike?
Oh, yeah. I had disc only of that.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that like hypebeast shit?
Well, listen, man. The hypebeast thing is, it's hard, man. It's a hard thing because, look, at the end of the day, if you're passionate about something, as long as you're passionate about it, like, that just reminded me of something. So shout out Full Size Run. You know I love that show. Trinidad James, Welty, Brennan Dunn. Great show on Soul Collector. Not Complex, Soul Collector. And it's a sneaker show, right? So they often have these rappers that I never heard of. They're newer dudes. I'll be honest. Some of them I don't know who they are. But apparently they're sneakerheads. I bet you halfway it's because they're popular, so they want them on there. Anyway. Welty, which is one of my favorite guys on the show, he seems to be more the purist. Like, he knows the history behind each shoe. He's only into certain sneakers because he understands the history. Like, anti-hype beast in a way. He doesn't rock Jordans and shit, and I'll never say that. I love Jordans. There was a dude on the show that literally said, he verbatim said, it's more important to get the shoe when it first comes out because that's what's important. It doesn't matter what the shoe is as long as it's really popular and you got it before everybody else. And he literally said that like that's what's important. It doesn't matter what it is, what the history, who makes it. It's about getting it first, showing it off. And I feel like that's what people do with games. I feel like now that games have gotten popular, expensive games especially, people are willing to go out there, spend the big money, take a picture online, say that they're, act like they're cool or they're getting a certain amount of attention because of a game. And it's just like completely transparent, and I see through it. And it's like, if you lack real passion in gaming, you could see through those people a mile away. You could just tell that they're hype beasts. Like, gaming became a hype beast thing because vintage is cool. Same thing with all the t-shirts and all this stuff. You go back years ago, like 8-10 years ago, none of these 90s t-shirts were cool. It was still about rocking the new shit, and some people still rock the Gucci and the new shit. But it's like a Spider-Man shirt that's $300 wasn't $300 X amount of years ago. Granted, it was closer to the time when it came out, but you see when these trends come and go, and now people just want to get into it. And people like us that have been in the hobby, you're more accepting, I'm less accepting. If I just think you're a hype beast and you're buying certain shit I'm going to call you out on it. I'm going to just be like, you don't even know what that game is. You weren't around for that. You weren't outside. You didn't play that. You didn't collect that. Where were you X amount of years ago? And I feel like it's a fair criticism. It doesn't mean you can't newly find a passion. Newly finding a passion of gaming is you're 28 years old and you remember playing fucking Dreamcast when you were younger. And so you started rebuying some of those games, and then over time you built. You don't just wake up in the morning, spend $1,500 on eBay for the top rare games in certain systems, start taking pictures and act like you're cool.
But I haven't played Chrono Trigger when I grew up, and I just bought it.
Right, but you discovered that through the travels. Now, you just bought it because, first of all, Chrono Trigger's a great game. I'm more talking about games that people buy, put on the shelves, never touch because they're pricey. They get that picture off online and they think it's sweet. It's corny. But people do that with sneakers. People do that with clothes. And you know what I mean? I'm just saying gaming could be a very hype beast thing. And I see it more than ever. And there's nothing I can do to stop it, but I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. I've been passionate about this hobby basically my whole life. I have no problem with people coming into the hobby, but I just hope it's for the right reasons. I hope it's because, you might have randomly out of nowhere rediscovered your childhood memories with gaming and got into it. That's cool. But just make sure it's for those reasons. Don't get caught up in the hype of shit. That's all. All right, we got time.
What about if you want rare shit?
No. That's fine, but why do you want rare shit? To me, the why is more important than anything. If you ask me the why, it all starts with my childhood. Not every single thing I own is based on my childhood, but it stems from that. You know what I'm saying? I don't go out there and spend a G on a game to look cool on Instagram. I never have. I've never bought anything to do that. But I've seen other people do that. And it's sad. And it's easy to see. It's like super easy to see. So anyway, let's get another topic in.
All right, we got one more topic and that's it.
Yeah.
It's the woo emoji.
What about it?
Maybe they want something on Woo Wednesday.
No, it's Monday. Give me another topic.
Oh, God. All right, so the last one is going to be, let's see here, PS2 memories.
PS2 memories?
Oh, no, wait, my bad. Well, we could talk about that.
Yeah.
Favorite box art is also another one.
Well, let's talk about favorite PS2 box art. Twisted Metal Black was always one of my favorites with Sweet Tooth on the cover. That artwork was
a long box.
No, that's PS1. PS2 is they don't make a long box. They make one DVD case. Idiot. I'm trying to think like Metal Gear Solid, like Sons of Liberty. Like I can't. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that the box art blew my mind. That's my favorite game on PS2. I'm trying to think of box art that really was something special to me.
Primal Rage?
Nope, they didn't make Primal Rage. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but that's like an easy out. That's just like because it was all the characters on one screen on one cover. But overall though, PS2 was a really good time of gaming. Like that whole era, that early 2000s, man. Getting games like Gran Turismo, getting games like I'm trying to think of like just more memorable games that people didn't know about that I played. Because PS2, it was about those big hits though. Their library was so deep. That's why I love PS2 so much. You get 800, 900 games that are just flawless. Like not flawless, but
Need for Speed is shit.
Yo, Hot Pursuit 2. I can't believe I put that up on the poll the other day, and I said, "Is Need for Speed 2 Hot Pursuit the greatest Need for Speed game ever?" And I think it lost 48-52. Yes and no. And I was like, bro, what game is better than Hot Pursuit 2 overall? Now, this is where memories come in. But I'm like, dude, the replayability in Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 with those cop chases is great. I love the first Hot Pursuit, but the second one was the shit. After that, Need for Speed tailed off except for Underground 2. Underground 2 had a really cult following. Like, with the Yin Yang Twins, remember all that shit? The customization, all of that shit was something really special, and I played it obsessively, but I recently put in Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, and I realized, damn, I'm an hour into this, and I forgot how amazing it was. So that's why I put up that poll, and was really surprised that I thought it was going to be like a 70-30. Like, people were going to be like, of course, that's the best one ever. So we're going to make some content based on that too. Like my top, I'll take a trilogy of games and I'll pick my top of the trilogy and I'll just go into why I like it. We'll do that as content as well. So, all right, we'll shut down the show from here. We'll keep in mind that we're going to be announcing the winners of the giveaway next podcast episode, which is going to be March 2nd. Doyle, you got a lot of fucking work to do. All right, guys, keep in mind, next podcast episode, which is March 2nd, we are going to be doing the giveaway, PlayStation Classic Genesis Mini. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We are going to take all of your names, put in a random generator, and pick 2 winners. 1 PlayStation Classic, 1 Genesis Mini, and you'll have to contact us if your name is drawn. But keep a lookout for that. That is going to be Monday, March 2nd. Until next time, peace.